New at 11, the past 15 months have posed some of the greatest challenges for schools and families when it comes to learning. Students have spent months going back and forth between virtual learning and the classroom.
Now some parents are choosing to hold their children back one extra year to make up for lost time. Ann Sparacco spoke to one family who decided their daughter will repeat kindergarten this coming year.
Natalie Bray and her husband have 3 daughters, Naomi, Scarlett, and their youngest, Junie.
Short for Juniper.
Natalie says she tries to make sure her children get quality family time, which is why she homeschools her kids.
It offered a big silver lining.
Junie started kindergarten in 2020.
We weren't happy with the virtual option, and we were not happy with even in-person option.
Natalie says while she prefers homeschooling for her girls, she still wants them to get a taste of what it's like to be in a normal school setting with teachers and friends.
My little poo.
So she is sending Junie to public school next semester, only Junie isn't jumping into first grade. She'll repeat kindergarten.
And she is on a kindergarten level, but the social aspect of things is significant for a kindergartner.
Natalie says a big part of it was seeing the pandemic force kids to learn through a computer screen.
This pandemic came along, and that was just the thing that pushed us both over the edge. There was no more discussion about it.
The real fun stuff.
Junie says she looks forward to being in the classroom for the first time next semester.
I'm excited to meet the teachers and playing games on the computers.
And the Bray family isn't alone. A recent study by University of Virginia found kindergarten registration across the state dropped an average 13% in 2020. In Hampton Roads, those numbers are steeper. Areas such as Virginia Beach saw an 18% drop, and Chesapeake's registration dropped 14%.
A real struggle for our students.
Dr. Jane Elise Glasgow says based on research prior to 2020, the idea of holding children back in school didn't prove to be effective. Glasgow specializes in early childhood education and says these studies could change with how the pandemic impacted schools.
The stress level of these students, sometimes acting out behaviors, sexual behaviors, all those things as they get older in high school and they're a year older or more than all of their peers, that those things can impact.
However, she says every child is unique and every approach to their education should be unique as well.
Thinking about it from the COVID perspective, I think that school divisions, from those that I've talked to and the work that I've seen happening, are all really thinking about how do we support those students.
Bray says she's watched other parents struggle with their children throughout the year, and she feels grateful to have had the flexibility to make this choice. And for Junie,
look at that big one.
Her mother says she wants her daughter to start her first school experience without the limitations of the pandemic.
I'm looking forward to her having that experience because I know it'll be a good one for her.
In Virginia Beach, I'm Ann Sparacco for 13 News Now.
Glasgow recommends if you're hesitant on what to do, consult with your child's pediatrician and their school to make the best decision.